Welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about being chosen. Oh. Today we're talking about being chosen. I don't believe I'm chosen. Let's just put that out there. I don't go around saying, hey, look at me. I'm chosen. I'm awoken. I'm enlightened. I can see. I don't go around bragging about that. In fact, I don't call myself chosen. I think I made a video about this in the past where I was like, I didn't choose me. This is why you're chosen, because you didn't choose. You didn't say, okay, I'm going to walk this path. You didn't say, I'm going to open my eyes. You didn't have a choice. So therefore, since it's not a choice, you don't have a choice in saying, well, yes, I am chosen. Or no, I'm not. You don't have a choice. There's no choice. It's not some ego trip where it's like, oh, I'm set apart from the world. They're over there. I'm here. Like, it's not an ego trip. It's not something that you brag about. It hurts. Do you know how much I struggle? I hate this world, some aspects. But I have literal hate for the game that I pick up on, for the mannerisms of society. I have hate for the world I was born into. To be able to see how wicked the world is and how people can be on scales. You can be up here and down here. You can be dead homeless, sleeping on a bus stop. Dead homeless. And ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Nobody. Man. So when we talk about being chosen, it's not a choice. It's not, bro, you know how I knew I was chosen? Because I have a choice. I knew I was chosen when I just kept seeing it pop up everywhere. I just kept seeing it. You're chosen. You know you're chosen when? Chosen people to this. It's not like I told I don't want to be. I don't care about it. I don't even know what my destiny is. I didn't come here and be like, yeah, I'm chosen and I'm an angel and you know what I'm saying? I'm protected. I didn't come here saying I was chosen. I was open. My eyes were open to the fact. But I have an everyday human experience like you. It's just I can see. I can disassociate. I can disassociate from the human experience in some aspects. In some aspects, you're trapped like prison. You're a spirit, soul trapped in a body. Trapped in a human body and a human experience. Because you wouldn't be able to have said experience without having a human body. Chosen. It's not nothing for play. It's nothing I can't tell you what it means. I don't know what it means. What I can tell you is the world is not as it seems. What you may deem as important is irrelevant, and what you may deem as irrelevant is of the utmost importance. I can tell you that the path is laid. Just as you can choose to be chosen, you can't choose your destiny, your path. You can't choose where you end up. You just end up there. Due to circumstances and events shifting, molding to put you in a certain place or around a certain person at a certain time. I can tell you that every stranger I meet, I try to have a calm aura. I don't try, I just have. I have a calm aura, a smile. You know, it doesn't matter what I'm going through. It don't matter if I'm sleeping in my car. It don't matter if I'm sleeping on the bus bench. It don't matter where I'm sleeping. It don't matter if I ain't ate today. It don't matter if I ain't got no. I never show it. And when I come on social media, I try and bring positivity and peace and light and love. What does it mean to be chosen? I mean, maybe you were just chosen to see. You were just chosen to see. You know what I'm saying? Because contrary to your belief, to my belief, we're pretty rare to have the objectives that you have. That's all. It's intent. That's all that makes you rare, your intent. To have the objectives, to have the main ideas, to have the overall insight that you have. You have to be a different breed. Because it's so easy to break. I remember, that's probably about last December, I was in my dorm. It was very, very small. I was depressed. I was crying. I wasn't crying physically because I really don't cry, but I was crying on the inside. I was depressed, lonely, hurt, but I had to go through that. Because now when I wouldn't say alone, but it is alone. When I'm alone, I mean, I don't too much care. I'm not pressed for company. You know, I'm not pressed for acquaintances or people to appease me. I'm not pressed in that way. And also, I am very intelligent. And I'm very quiet. I'm very balanced. To be chosen, it's not a choice. It's literally, you were picked. That's what chosen means. You were picked. Now, for what, I can't tell you because I don't know myself. But I know one thing: you were picked to see. That is the most important thing. You were picked to see. Because majority does not see. Majority is blind. Majority is blind. Majority has no vision. Or they don't have the internal capabilities to visualize. Rather, they're just holding on to the rope and following everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Or rather, they're just on the train following the conductor, not realizing that the conductor is a part of the game. The conductor is the controller of the game, not realizing you're in a game. You didn't know that. You were so materially attached. You didn't ask the question. You didn't ask, well, truly, what is this? What am I doing here? What is the overall reason? I mean, you know, it's very rare to even question yourself like that because you can be distracted so easily. I can tell you, here's a bill. Now go and get money to pay this bill. Well, you want food? Here's food. Go and get money to buy. Like, I can distract you so easily. Well, here's Netflix. Here you go. Watch unlimited movies. Here's YouTube. Here's TikTok. Here's Instagram. Watch reels all day. Here's your distraction. Here is your purpose. You are a consumer. Imagine being told, as soon as you come out the womb, you are nothing but a consumer. You're nothing but a tiny dot in a group of millions of dots. You're a tiny, tiny consumer. whose purpose is to generate money, to facilitate money. Generate the money, facilitate the money, and generate more. That is your purpose? You're nothing but a percentage? You're nothing but... that is just... That's crazy. But you know how many people live on this level? And it's not their fault. It's nobody's fault. That's the great. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault, bro. It's nobody's fault that you are where you are. It's not their fault they weren't chosen. It's not their fault that they're not aware. I mean, some people just don't see past what they see. They don't see past what they see. They only see what they see. And what you see was put there by someone. What you see was put there by someone who wanted you to see only that. They positioned your body to face west so that you didn't know what was going on the east side. And only a certain few. It's not as common as I and you think. It's not as common as we perceive it to be. You know, a select few will even have the inclination that east exists. Because the majority, they only see west. They only believe west exists. They believe west is the entirety of reality. When you got 4 directions, you got north, east, and you got south. Not just west, not just what you're being shown, but ultimately in life, it's about self-enlightenment, self-enrichment, knowledge of self. Learn who you are. Learn who you are. Learn about your priorities. Learn about your core intentions. Learn about your boundaries. You know, that's ultimately what we're here for. Sure, you spread love and peace and enlightenment in ways that only you can do because we're all unique. But at the end of the day, it's a solo mission. And so you can't be afraid to be solo. You cannot be afraid to be solo. Majority of people are afraid of solo. They're afraid of the quietness. They're afraid of the monsters under the bed. When there are no monsters under the bed. That was an illusion. They told you it was monsters under the bed. Ain't nothing under the bed but darkness. And darkness is light. You cut the light off. You've been in what you've been in the whole time. You just got light reflecting off your eyes. But darkness is everything. But they made you scared of the darkness. They made you fearful of the unknown. Which is why you wouldn't go east anyway. Because east is unknown. I can't go east. I only know west. Oh, you scared of the unknown? Well, follow the sheep. Follow the rope. Just keep holding on to the rope. Don't let go. Don't turn around. It's okay. Only a select few were meant to anyway. Only a select few can handle what they see. Because I'm telling you, you seek and you will find. You will find the monsters under the bed. You will find that rabbit hole. You will find out who the monsters are. And you got to live with it. I'm going to leave you now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. But to be chosen is not a choice. It's a mandate. It's like height. It's a mandate. It's like your birthday. It's a mandate. It's like your name, a mandate. Thank you for watching, and I love you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're at peace. I hope you are feeling calm and love. whatever time it is for you right now, I hope you are just at one with yourself. Hopefully you are not stressing, don't have any anxiety. I pray financial blessings, not be blessings. I don't want you to be blessed. I pray financial growth, financial expansion in your life. I want you to blossom. Abundance is all I pray for you. Abundance. That's what you deserve. You came here deserving abundance. You are deserving of grace and mercy and love and beauty and riches, mental richness, physical richness, all of you are deserving just by being present. Don't you think? We are brainwashed to believe we have to work for our what's the word? We have to work for our worth. We think we have to work for our worth. We were born with worth. You're born with your worth. You're born rich. The world tells you you're not. The world tells you you have to work for your worth. But the world is demonic. This is an Satan run world. Case in point, white versus black. We're the same. But I have an internal something that just tells me that I'm different from a white person. When we both can sit in the same restaurant and eat the same meals. But the world has pushed us to believe that we're different. Genetically, we're probably different, but materially, we're both humans. You know, I can't give you advice on how to live. I can just say, don't bring chaos to others. They have enough of that shit going on. Be a light. Just be a light. Be a lamp. That's all you are. You're a sun. You're a walking sun. Be a sun, brightening up everywhere you go. Walk with a smile, even if you ain't got shit. Walk with a smile. Because I'm telling you, it matters. Thank you for watching, and I love you. Have a great one. Author, entrepreneur, motivator, influencer, explorer, pianist, saxophonist, psychologist, therapist, anything and everything. That's me. Thank you for watching.